to win the junior welterweight title. Of those, Whitaker, I would say, as highly decorated as any, and respected for that matter. Rafael Pineda now coming ringside. 25 years old, 28-1-0, 26 knockouts. His last fight, 7th round TKO. This is the second defense of his IBF junior welterweight title. Already worked up a nice sweat. Clarence Coleman, the first defense, this the second. Pineda, however, comes in the underdog, a decided underdog, but a very live underdog. The brawler of the two. (28-1-0) with 26 knockouts. When you compare these two and how quickly they work, think about this for Pernell Whitaker. Since 1990, and that includes 9 fights, only 2 haven't gone the distance. He expects a long night's work, and that's what the fans usually get. But he is an entertainer in the ring. Very quick, very flashy. Slightly older, slightly shorter. Pineda, a reach advantage, though not dramatic. There will be a lot of punches thrown. That for Pineda, a 3-fight average. Average jabs in a round. Whitaker, the busier of the two and the more accurate. The rules, 3 judges scoring the fight. It is a 10-point must system. There is no standing 8 count. 3 knockdown rule not in effect. And you cannot be saved by the bell in any round. These are IBF rules. No 3 knockdown rule, can't be saved by the bell in any round.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Main Events Monitor Productions, Cedric Kushner Productions, and the undefeated King of Beer, Budweiser, present Championship Boxing. This bout is sanctioned by the International Boxing Federation, President Robert W. Lee, Supervisor ringside Alvin Goodman, and the Nevada State Athletic Commission, whose officials shall remain the same, except for the judges assigned at ringside. They will be scoring the bout on a 10-point must system. The judges assigned are Hector Hernandez, Jerry Roth, and Frank J. Cairo. And when the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, working for the 49th time in a world title bout, referee Joe Cortez. And now, ladies and gentlemen, once again from the Mirage here in Las Vegas, Nevada, let's get ready to rumble! 12 rounds of boxing for the IBF Junior Welterweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the red trunks with white trim, weighing an even 140 pounds. This 1984 Olympic gold medal champion is now 29-1 as a professional with 14 KOs. From Norfolk, Virginia, he's the #1 IBF contender in this division. Ladies and gentlemen, the challenger, the former undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Pernell, Sweet Pea Whitaker. His opponent fighting out of the red corner, wearing the white trunks with multicolored trim, weighing in at an even 139 pounds. His professional record, 28-1, 26 of those 28 victories by KO. Tonight, he makes the first defense of his title he won earlier this year, con Barranquilla, Colombia, the IBF Junior Welterweight Champion of the World, Rafael Pineda.
I get these trucks down a little bit, just a little bit, un poquito más. Okay, come here. All right, gentlemen, I give you the rules in the dressing room. But when a good, clean fight, protect yourself at all time. Hold second. Ya yo te di a ti las reglas. Wait, okay. Ya yo te di a las reglas en el camerino. Dame una pelea limpia y cuidado con los pies.
His feet checked out, understand? No stepping on the toes. No back. No problem. Okay, fine. Let's go.
We are set to go. It should be noted, of the two fighters, Pineda has worked up a far more vigorous sweat. That's usually a good sign. At this point, Whitaker is almost dry. Pineda in the white trunks, Whitaker in the red. Pineda the bigger puncher of the two. 21 of his 26 knockouts have been before the 6th round. And he'll come out throwing big punches from the outset. The second title defense for Pineda, who is dangerous with either hand. He does overswing and often leaves himself open, which is considered a major flaw in his game. But you saw the video against Roger Mayweather. You saw the potential, the damage that Pineda can do. Whitaker, meanwhile, his hand speed almost unmatched in boxing. Earlier in the night, Eddie Hobson from the Duva stable fought. And they are saying he has the same speed of Whitaker, or Pernell Whitaker, maybe even better, which is hard to imagine. It just doesn't get much quicker than Pernell. In the previous fight, Riddick Bowe, Pierre Coutzer, Bowe the winner. There was no feeling out process at all. This one much more so. 140 the weight limit. Third fight for Whitaker at that weight, moving up 5 pounds. Not a drastic elevation in weight. Pineda yet to really let loose. There was a right that missed the mark. Low blow by Pineda. He is warned by Joe Cortez, the referee. The end of round 1. The left body punch by Pernell Whitaker. Try to concentrate on Pernell's corner. Since Pineda doesn't speak any English, we'll try to translate when we can.
This back part of his eyes, I want to. ¿Quién baja con esto? Baja con esto. Yo lo voy a levantar a él de abajo. No te levantaste que yo te levanto.
Stay alert. Just look, the breeze do it just like this. This guy ain't gonna get no better. You understand? It's the long and the short of what you saw. He ain't gonna get no better. So just keep doing what you do. Gentlemen.
Pineda stepping on Pernell Whitaker's foot there. Pineda's corner was telling him to move more. He said Whitaker doesn't want you to move. Pernell, the more technical fighter. A good score. You could say coming in that Pineda's never fought a fighter the caliber of Whitaker. But then again, Whitaker is just about as good as any fighter in the world, so anybody that faces Whitaker could say that. About the added weight for Whitaker, who had to throw on 5 more. Eddie Hobson, who again fought earlier tonight, said, hey, it's the same old Pete, just 5 more pounds. The fight indoors, still very humid tonight. Very humid ringside. Over 100 degrees outside tonight. Pineda showing respect throughout the pre-fight hype. Said he was happy to be here. He says, with all due respect, I can't wait to be the best fighter in the world. Good left by Whitaker. Pineda 28-1, 26 knockouts in the white trunks. Whitaker 29-1 with 14 knockouts. We're not seeing as much movement as we expected. Good left hand by Whitaker. Landed flush. Another left by Whitaker, who moved out of the way before any damage followed. He is just so quick. The problem when you face Whitaker, you may land an occasional punch, but it's hard to follow up. Very difficult to find him. Let's go to his corner. Whitaker landing 70% of the punches he threw last round. Total 58%. Pineda only 24. Whitaker in the red trunks, Pineda in the white. Black and red striping and lettering. Uppercut missed. As did that. There is an expectation when Whitaker fights that it's going to turn out to be a long fight, and almost always what they sometimes call a pretty fight. They'll be scoring, rarely flurries. Pernell won't allow himself to get involved in that, especially with a big puncher like Pineda. He'll keep his distance, lunge in quickly and score, then move away. It probably becomes a very frustrating fight for Pineda, more so as the fight goes on, but around the 6th or 7th, when he still hasn't landed any clean combinations. It's a Duva Benton trademark. Although Evander Holyfield certainly mixes it up. Evander is also considered a very good technical fighter as well. Heavyweights are often perceived as just big punchers. That's not the case with Holyfield. And swelling under Pineda's left eye. Whitaker landing around 70% of the punches last round. That's a staggering number. Trying to tee off with a straight left. Pineda countered with a right of his own. Good left by Pernell, moving straight in. Pernell showing some frustration as he went to the corner, as if to say he didn't get all he could have out of the late portions of that round.
Mueva normal. Cuando él viene, mueve la cintura. Cuando él viene, mueva la cintura. ¿Quién es el campeón? Y después tire 1, 2, 3. Cuando está cerca, busque la pierna.
Vamos a defender ese título, loco.
A muerte que
¿Qué te pasa?
No,
¿Qué te pasa?
aflójese, suéltese.
Tira, loco, tira.
Try to do nothing else. What you're doing in this fight.
Pete, when you go down, you can go to his ribs a little bit. You're dropping down beautiful, right? Take that step over and go right to his ribs, right? This guy here. Your jab is working beautiful. That's the way to box out there. He's fighting your fight.
Just keep him looking for you.
At this point, as we begin round 4, it's been all Whitaker. Scoring throughout the round. No exceptional flurries from either side. Pineda lands one of his better punches, a right uppercut. Water sprayed off Whitaker's head. Pineda, the champion, a tad low from Whitaker, but he's also a decided underdog. Both the higher-ranked fighters tonight, the champion Pineda and Pierre Couture, have been large underdogs. Around 10-1 for both. Straight left from Whitaker. Pineda just can't find his rhythm yet. There's some grumbling from the crowd. And of course, this fight's coming off the heels of a very active heavyweight fight. But it's been precision perfect for Whitaker, as usual. Good left as he lunges in. Pineda shakes it off and motions to the crowd, as if to say it did not hurt. The uppercut is probably an underused punch by most fighters. Pineda uses it often, yet to land any tonight. more effective when you're at a closer range. It can be destructive if you're lunging in. He held the back of Whitaker's head and punched him twice. Will Cortez says one more time, and I'll take a point away. That may be an early sign of the frustration for Pineda, who's yet to land anything substantial through 4. As Lou Duva rushes to the aid of his fighter, Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker. Let's listen in.
Come on, baby, come on.
Change it. It's working on us, right? Something different happened, I'll let you know. Just keep doing what you're doing.
That's it. You're boxing beautiful, baby.
Okay, then. You're doing it to death. Just keep it going.
Right.
Jab is working perfect. Keep poking him in the belly with that long left hand, right? Keep poking him in the belly with that long left hand.
The crowd at the Mirage, some sitting on their hands, but we've come to expect this from Whitaker. He's won all 4 rounds. He's thrown more punches, landed more punches, and Pineda's frustrated. It's almost a script every time out. The movement by Whitaker, perhaps less than expected. But that's about the only surprise.
Let it go clean, let it go.
Pineda now getting more opportunities here in the 5th. So far in this round, it appears at least as though Pineda's measured Pete up a little better than he had earlier in the fight. As Pete mixes it up more with him, that'll give more opportunities to Pineda. I mean, Pineda can only chase so much. Some swelling under the left eye of Pineda. Those who saw Pineda spar over the last 2 weeks. Left by Whitaker. Dagger Pineda, another left. The ones who saw him spar came away often unimpressed. He looked sluggish. And he lands a combination of his own. Both landing. Whitaker getting the better of that. This the busiest round of the night. Round draws to a close. Probably the best round so far for Rafael Pineda. Although he didn't win it, it was his best round.
Tienes miedo, campeón, te tienes miedo, ¿qué te esperas?
El negocio es pegar, ¿cuál es el negocio? Pegar, tire golpe entonces. Limpialo ahí, limpialo ahí, limpialo ahí.
Clean him, clean him.
Only loss in Pineda's career came against a stablemate of Whitaker's, Mark Breland. Kind of an embarrassing loss for him. Pushing Pineda back. Although this is the natural weight, the right lands from Whitaker, the natural weight for Pineda, he's never gone 12 rounds before. Whitaker has often. And that scenario will play as the fight progresses. Remember, against Mayweather, despite winning with that 7th round knockout, there were times when Pineda was in trouble. He wasn't winning the fight. He was losing the fight and then scored the knockout punch. He is not the overall fighter that a Whitaker is. He's perhaps more dangerous, but not the overall fighter. Left, right. Whitaker in the red trunks, Pineda in the white. Las Vegas, Nevada, the Mirage Ballroom. 4,200 on hand. And the national TV audience. Whitaker crouching over. Well, we've seen a couple of those tonight. In the previous fight, it ended because of one. That two-string bow. Great left tag, Pineda. His head was jarred backward. This reminds you at times of that Mayweather fight. Pineda taking more punches, being outscored, but ever dangerous. Ever able to land the big punch. And again, keep in mind, he uses both hands effectively. Another scoring left by Whitaker.
I'm glad I got back into the fight because you get a risk, he gets a risk. You understand? Only quit, only stop when you're hurt and really hurt. Because the other guy gets a rest just like you do. That was good. Just keep doing just what you're doing. You understand it? Okay.
This the low blow. I almost think that hit him on the left leg. Let's watch again. Pineda made a motion that he thought Whitaker was bluffing. As if to say, he made a motion toward some of the people in the corner that he didn't give him a low blow, and that Pete was just acting. Although it seemed to be a natural reaction from Whitaker. One coils a left that brushes the chin of Pineda. Last round, some Definitive punches landed by Pernell Whitaker. Although Pineda never in trouble. Whitaker picked his spot and was effective. In the fourth, Pineda seemed to have figured out Whitaker a bit more. But in the last couple of rounds, Whitaker's gone back to dominating, leaving few openings for Pineda to jump through. Seventh round. The champion is Rafael Pineda. The challenger is Whitaker. And right now the challenger is winning big. Good right by Pineda. Crown counting 4 more rounds. Many have, I suspect, bet the distance tonight. Often a safe bet with Whitaker. Whenever you get somebody with the power of Pineda, there's a possibility for an upset. And there was a lot of talk that, again, Pineda was a very live underdog, a good guy to bet it. 8 or 10 to 1. But his rhythm tonight, he is totally out of sync. There, a right land. It's not as though Whitaker doesn't have some power. He does. That's just not his hallmark. Rosario went down in the first. In fact, his last fight, Jerry Lee Smith, was over in the first with a knockout. This is the second title defense for Rafael Pineda. Could be his last. Scheduled 12-rounder IBF Junior Welterweight Championship.
Slow it down now.
They are telling him the business is to hit.
You're looking very good out there.
The decision's not going to help you.
All right, seconds out.
Whitaker to this point, I think, has won every round. We'll leave that to the experts, but you can be the judge as well. Pretty dominating effort thus far. This the 8th. Out of the way. Pernell, Whitaker in the red trunks. Rafael, Pineda in the white. Halfway through the 8th at the Mirage. And it has been no Mirage thus far. Whitaker's strength, and everybody in boxing knows of it. His skillful weapon to score almost at will is taking Pineda apart. This is the time in the fight when Pineda is probably going to become more susceptible to some frustration. He's not landed a big punch. He hasn't looked very good. He knows it. He lunges and misses on a follow-up. Whitaker had a broken hand. And he fought Anthony Jones earlier in his career. And Pineda going down. Joe Cortez counts him. That kind of came from left field. The round closes. A low blow to Whitaker. And again, Pineda claiming he did not hit him below the belt. Duba screaming. Duba. He may not have listened into this.
Trying to hit him, trying to lay with him, right? Just lay it. He wants it all and take it off.
Yes, they won't. Okay.
Hard to see what punch really hurt him. It was the third punch, not that, but that. It was a body shot that perhaps caught him, I don't know, in between the ribs. Pineda, the champion, in jeopardy of losing his junior welterweight title. Scheduled 12-rounder. We are in the 9th. Another low blow by Pineda. That a definite. Signs of frustration. Remember, most Pineda fights over by now. 26 knockouts, 21. Been before round 6. Pineda grew up fighting in his homeland of Colombia. First 15 fights were there, but he's only fought there 4 times since. As he's become a more prominent fighter in his career, he's moved out of Colombia and throughout various locations. Locations including New Jersey, Florida, Las Vegas, Louisiana. That low blow, by the way, earlier in the round as Whitaker slips. That low blow is, I believe, the 4th that Whitaker has received. Still Cortez calling time, so they wipe the corner.
All right, time in. Let's go.
Both fighters exchanging punches. Whitaker did the landing. One thing about Whitaker, though he moves a lot, he doesn't bounce. It's a lot of side-to-side motion, and the good trainers don't like their fighters to bounce. When you're in the air, you can't punch.
Okay, beautiful. How you feel, man? All right, now just keep it going just like that. You understand? Don't change up. Keep him looking for you. Keep sticking him and stabbing him.
Keep this guy's desperate now. In the sand, he's going to try anything. You box the way you're supposed to box.
So have your hands up good now. Just keep sticking and stabbing.
Lou Duva referring to the low blow. Unlike Pineda, Whitaker is considered a very clean fighter. And right now, maybe a sign of desperation by Pineda. He is losing and losing big.
5 seconds out.
Pineda has yet to win a round. He really hasn't been close. Just like Eddie Hobson before, winning every round with speed and quickness.
Clean round.
Hobson beat Tony Duran of Denver, never lost a round. Never really took a big punch, maybe one. This fight's been a mirror image of that. An outclassed opponent. Although Pineda more dangerous than Tony Duran was. Whitaker in the red trunks. Pineda the champion. At 28-1-0 in the white with black and red letters. Pineda leaned in on the right that landed. Pineda's bad habits are surfacing. He got Whitaker into a headlock. The low blows, rabbit punched earlier. Whitaker snapped some counter jabs off. Pineda moving more now than he was earlier in the fight. He knows time's running out. Scheduled 12-rounder, this the 10th. Again, a headlock. Under a minute left in round 10. A good right by Pineda. One of his better punches on the evening. But he can't follow it up. Whitaker now mixing it up with Rafael. Pineda for a moment thought he had him cornered, and he slipped out of it. This has much action, consecutive action, as we've seen tonight, really. Good uppercut by Pineda. And the round is over.
botella de agua.
Give him the other bottle.
Alcánceme otra botella de agua. Cuando él te ataca, movila así. Cuando él te ataca, tire. Cuando él te ataca, póngase ahí, no se quede quieto, porque él le pega.
Pineda's gone into the 10th round
round.
3 times in his career. He's been on the winning end of those on all 3 occasions. Not tonight.
I feel 2 rounds, 6 minutes, baby. Okay?
Listen,
Pernell,
don't.
Okay, come on, baby, 6 minutes.
They were telling Pineda in his corner, don't stand still. That's when he hits you. Round 11. Pernell Whitaker has won every round. 10-9, we presume. Although there were penalties for a low blow. So perhaps you're looking at a 10-8 round. There's the knockdown. So that definitely goes as a 10-8. I guess we actually haven't seen a penalty to this point. The low blow in the 8th. Cortez apparently did take a point away from Pineda. But no matter the difference there, it's all Whitaker. He moved up in weight class simply because he'd run out of opponents. He'd beaten everybody there was. He fought the colorful Jorge Paez late October of '91. He said it was the easiest fight he ever had. Paez was in over his head. It was a 12-round decision, much like tonight. Just a matter-of-factly day at work. Pineda had a left, Whitaker tried to answer and missed. Pineda a good punch, a right. 11th round, under a minute remaining. He goes to the body. Whitaker so quick to turn away, he almost hits him in the back. Pineda moving more toward Whitaker than from side to side now. He's run out of time. He knows it. His only prayer is a knockout. That is, too, drawn to his weakness, keeping himself open, which he often does. And Whitaker will play that like an instrument. Whenever he opens up, he's quick enough to score and get away. Pineda now more active than he's been in several rounds. Under 10 left in the 11th. One round left. And we have a new IBF junior welterweight.
Hey, you're the champ. I don't know whether there's something wrong. You're the champ. Understand? It's the last round, right?
Now listen.
3 minutes.
Listen to me.
Nothing
This
new.
guy is probably
It's
going
right
to come
and dry.
out. Hold it. This guy's going to probably come out swinging like a son of a bitch. You understand? Now, what I want you to do in this round, look.
Haz lo que puede. Lo que pueda. Haga lo que pueda. Tire nomás. Búsquelo, tire, mueva.
Pineda's swollen under both eyes. Fairly close on the number of punches.
Move your right, baby. Move your right.
Right. Let's box him up close. See, so you can get under the punches. You'll see the punches coming.
Neither has landed a
Now
great
listen.
majority.
Hey, gentlemen.
Tie him up inside this round.
12th and final round. Pineda in the white trunks, the champion, will go for the knockout. Trying to keep himself A little open for some mistakes there, for some openings for Whitaker. Whitaker's style doesn't lend itself to being a great draw, but in boxing circles, few are respected with more reverence than Pernell Whitaker. You could hear Duva in the corner. He's just methodical. You're doing exactly what we want you to do. And they've been saying that since the opening round. Pineda's game plan, whatever it may be, has just not worked. The 5 added pounds to Pernell's frame have made no difference. It's just 5 more pounds of the fastest hands in boxing, outclassing you. Boxing Illustrated, Ring Magazine, calling Whitaker the best fighter in the world, pound for pound, as he sized up a left and landed twice to further frustrate Pineda. He came back with a right of his own and another. Add to all his skills, Pernell is a southpaw. It's almost unfair what Whitaker possesses in speed and savvy, and then to be a left-hander as he's pushed more than hit into the corner. It'd be like Nolan Ryan having a good knuckleball. You can only take so much, or it becomes frustrating. You get embarrassed. Whitaker and Chavez would appear to be a classic fight. And even Chavez would be outclassed when it comes to speed. Although he'd have more power, just like Pineda does tonight. 18 seconds left in the fight. Is the new IBF Junior Welterweight champion. Many in this crowd are booing Whitaker. A majority of your fight fans and a true majority of the fight fans don't want pretty. Business manager, and Lou. Whitaker moved to 30-1. Pineda will drop to 28-2. You look at Whitaker and you wonder really who would give him an interesting night's work. I guess it's Chavez. Although his career is winding down, he is now, what, 80-0? So he's got only so many fights. I think only Jerry Halstead, Wimpy's got more fights than Chavez. He's in the 90s.
Where's that towel? Ronnie, where's that towel?
Camacho, Chavez. Fighters that are definitely in his class with skills. I don't think I've ever seen a fighter frustrate people more, though, than Pernell Whitaker. We are waiting for ring announcer Michael Buffer. to announce the anticlimactic
Ladies and
decision.
gentlemen, here at the Mirage in Las Vegas, we go to the scorecards. Frank J. Cairo and Jerry Roth both have the same score, 117 to 108. Hector Hernandez scores at 116 to 110. For the winner by unanimous decision, and new IBF Junior sweeping
Some fight fans may be unhappy, but for any who follow the sport closely, it came as no surprise how victory was achieved. Another classy effort here at the Mirage in Las Vegas, Nevada. We are getting ready to go into the center of the ring. Larry Merchant will interview the new IBF Junior welterweight champ, Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker, who will be alongside Lou Duva, his trainer. This will be only a matter of moments as the mayhem is sorted out. Let's go to Larry.
140-pound championship belt.
All right, I'm sorry. All right, Pernell, I have the sense that you needed this kind of a challenge against a big, strong kid to raise the level of your game, even though it was already high.
Well, I talked about it all the time, that fights like this, big, strong guys, big punchers, make me work hard and make me rise to another level. As you see tonight, I went out there, I dictated the fight, I controlled the fight, and the whole 12 rounds.
Did he ever hurt you, or could you feel his strength?
No, I felt like I was the stronger fighter. Moving in this weight class has helped me and helped my strength. I felt like, he was a big, strong guy, but I controlled the fight on the inside and the outside. The body attack worked, the good jab worked. Everything worked tonight. But first, I want to say hi to my boys back home, all three of my sons. I'd like to say hi to all my family back home. I'd like to say hello, especially to all the fans back in the Hampton Roads area.
There were a lot of low blows tonight, Pernell. None of them looked deliberate. Were you ever hurt by any of them?
Well, I was stunned by a few, but not anything to hold the time up. I didn't want the time to stop. I wanted the time to keep going. But the low blows were low, and I don't think they were deliberate, but they were effective.
All right, let's go take a look at your knockdown and describe what you see and what you thought at the time.
Well, right there, I was thinking about my son, Don Tavius. I was just going, it was just a shot that I swung around, not anything hard, and it was, as you see, it was very effective.
Did you think you took the wind out of him there? It didn't look like a particularly hard blow.
It wasn't a hard shot. I think it took all of the fight out of him, because as the fight went on, it got easier. I didn't have to worry about him charging, and I just wanted to make sure that he didn't throw any lucky blows.
Now let's talk about the future. Who would you like to fight now?
You know who?
I can't imagine.
You can't imagine, but I think, not for myself, I think for the world as well as the American people, that they want to see the Whitaker Chavez fight. I feel like we owe this to him. That's what HBO signed us for, and I think the people ought to have it. Not saying he's a great general, but he has another general. When you get two generals like that together, we're going to have an explosion.
All right, we're looking forward to the explosion as well.
Say hi to my neighbor's son. Happy birthday to Ryan.
Let's get you. All right, and happy